Michigan last Big Ten title was 2004. Is that correct?
04.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah, they're
Buckeyes
setting
sent
a
them to
record.
Pasadena with a double-digit loss.
This is the longest route they've ever gone without winning a Big Ten championship. Is now 15 full seasons and counting, and they're certainly not going to win it this year, I wouldn't think. So, yeah.
And as you guys recall, that was quite the game in 2004 when Troy Smith had just gotten the job a few weeks earlier. He, Ginn, and Holmes just went ballistic in that game. He threw for 300 and ran for like one something, and they just annihilated Michigan.
Great punt return touchdown from Teddy Ginn.
83 yards, I believe.
Yeah. And that game started out with what? A touchdown pass from Troy Smith to Gonzo over Ernest Shazer, who was an All-American, and pretty much just set the tone right there. Not that, Ohio State had set the tone before against Michigan once just Jim Tressel got there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the game where they held up Michigan going into the stadium so that they could check all the bags with the dogs and everything. And Jim Tressel said that Lloyd Card complained about it. And Tressel said, well, I think we fell behind 14-0 or 14-7. So maybe we need better dogs or something.
There's a
little tweak.
After the game, I think even during
that with you.
Later that week, Lloyd Carr still wasn't happy about it. And he relayed a story of when he met Jim Tressel on the field before the game. Tressel asked him, so did you get in all right? Like knowing
that, we did not.
That he probably somebody set that up. I think a year or so ago, I emailed some people around at Ohio State asking if I could talk to whoever was in charge of that, but that has been swept under the rug and nobody has returned my calls.
That's great.
Who's in charge of the dogs? Tressel, I think we need better dogs. The one time he beat him and he just patted him on the butt dismissively on the way by. And they shook hands and then Tressel gave him a little whack on the butt and that was that. And look, Lloyd knew that it wasn't changing after 07. He got out of there while the getting was good. So, and I think, didn't he beat Urban Meyer in his last game, the bowl game at that's the only time Meyer lost to Michigan was when he was the head coach at Florida after winning the championship the year before. And in 07, they lost to him in the bowl game, didn't they? Is that right?
That was not a very good Florida defense in 07. It got better in 08, clearly.
Yeah, high-scoring game, like a 42-35. Mike Hart ran wild in that game.
I think he fumbled twice, too, which was a rarity for him.
What's that?
I think Mike Hart fumbled twice in that game, too, which was a rarity because he hardly ever fumbled.
And then Urban Meyer came back and won another national championship. He did kind of the reversal of a John Cooper who beat Michigan at Arizona State and then couldn't beat him with Ohio State.
It's better to do it the way Urban did it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the way Urban did it.
He got it right.
People tend to remember those.